Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Deontay versus Luis Ortiz, and their purses is out and how much they're going to be getting for this fight. It's very interesting. I'm on the Forbes.com, and it says Deontay Wilder is getting $3 million for this fight, and Ortiz is getting $1.5 million for this fight. But that's not the. And this is going to be on pay-per-view, and they're going to get some upside, some more money too for the pay-per-view buys. But how much they're going to do on pay-per-view, that's going to be a mystery. And I wanted to make a video about that, about how much they're going to do on pay-per-view, but I'll talk about that right now too, as I'm talking about the money they're getting. Because, last year, I think, or was it this year or last year, Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. But Deontay Wilder turned down a $120 million deal for the zone. I think it was for, if I'm not mistaken, it was for, let me see. It was $120 million. It was $120 million for 4 fights. That's not bad if you think about it. That's not bad, So how much you really be getting, like $40 million per fight? Yeah, he might be getting $40 million per fight. If I'm thinking, that's not bad if you think about it. But he must have seen some and Al Hammond and his manager, Deontay Wilder's manager, must have seen something. I'm wondering, did they tell him not to take it, or was it Deontay Wilder that said, look, I see something, I'm not going to take it? But we'll never know. We wasn't in the room with them when they was negotiating. But a $120 million deal, now that's a lot of money for 4 fights. You know what I'm saying? And he probably got you a couple of here and there, level C level, B level fighters, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the Tyson Fury fight, he got a whopping, not a whopping. For the Tyson Fury fight, he got a $4 million guaranteed. But the upside money he really got, I think, he got $14 million. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he got $14 million. And then the funny thing about that, after that fight, he thought he was gonna go back into fighting Tyson Fury again, but it didn't happen that way. Tyson Fury went to with Top Rank, the ESPN. You know what I'm saying? He got somewhere allegedly about like for $100 million, you know what I'm saying, which is not a bad deal. So I don't know how many fights per fights, but so now Deontay Wilder is looking for somebody to fight, which is Dominic Brazil, where he knocked out in the first round, which he got a whopping $20 million deal. That's not bad. And that wasn't even on pay-per-view. That was on a regular channel. That was on, I think, Fox. You know what I'm saying? So this fight, he's getting $3 million deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the upside money. I don't know how much you really get, but that's if he do. That's if he do. I don't know to get to $20 million. I don't know how much will he have to do on pay-per-view to get that $20 million or over $20 million. How much do I think this fight is going to do? 500,000. I'll be very surprised. 400,000. That's a stretch. 300,000. I think he might do 300-some thousand, because the Tyson Fury fight did 325 or 375. It was 300 and something. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That Luis Ortiz fight could have been on pay-per-view too, because he was that exciting. But it wasn't. But it's got a history, because they fought. This is the rematch. So this fight could do. I think it might do 300 something. 400 stretch, 500. I don't know about that. It ain't gonna do no 600, 700,000 pay-per-view. It's not gonna do that. I don't think it's gonna do that, because he just don't have the name yet like that. I mean, he's a star, but I mean, matter of fact, he's a superstar. But he's getting his stuff from the mud. He didn't get it handed from like Canelo fighting Floyd Mayweather. But then you talking about the Mexicans or Mexican American fan bases supporting their fellow patriot, Canelo Alvarez, but at the same time, Errol Spence did 350,000 pay-per-view buys with Sean Porter. That was another black fighter. You know what I'm saying, with a black fighter. So I was surprised about that. I thought it was going to do 200,000, probably less than that. And I was surprised it got to almost 400,000. So maybe Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz might do 400. It might. But if they do 200, that's telling you right there that, because people they definitely want to see heavyweights fight, and then somebody get knocked out. That's really what people want to see. Want to go see a fight for. I don't care if it's in the middleweight, welterweight, super middleweight division, light heavyweight. They want to see knockouts, and Deontay Wilder brings that. You know what I'm saying? So, 400,000. That's like I say. I don't know about that. 400,000. That's a stretch. 500,000. I don't know about that. I don't think so. 300,000. Yeah, I think it might be. I think we're gonna see 300,000. You know what I'm saying? But man, after the fight, you know what I'm saying, we'll see how much he'll really make. But like Deontay Wilder said, he said he got another 6 more years in him, but I don't know about that. In the heavyweight division, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3 more years in him, maybe 2 more years at the best, but 3 more years, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 3 million seemed really low. He should have got, if it's gonna be on pay-per-view, he should have somewhat at least got 10 million for this fight. Because really now it's making that $120 million for 4 fights look really good now. I ain't gonna lie about that. Because there ain't no guarantee Tyson Fury gonna give him a rematch. There ain't no guarantee. That means it's written, but they don't mean that Tyson Fury gonna really go on with it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. That fight, I think, if he fight Tyson Fury again, that fight gonna do 400,000-500,000. I think. I really think so. Which I thought Tyson Fury won that fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. Luis kind of look. He got 1.5, and he was gonna fight Anthony. He was gonna fight Anthony Joshua. They offered him. I think he wanted. I forgot how much. I forgot how much he wanted, but they was gonna give him 8 million, maybe 10 million. He wanted more than that. And man, this 1.5 million, and he definitely, after it's all said and done, he definitely might get 10 million when it's all said and done. I think Deontay Wilder gonna get 13, 15 million or something like that. I don't know. It might be. It's gonna be close to 20 million. I probably might say that. I definitely say that. You know what I'm saying? Luis definitely wanted this fight. I'm surprised he didn't take the Anthony Joshua fight, because I think that he ducked him. I could be wrong. Ducking him. He had a chance to. He could have been Andy Ruiz situation. Andy Ruiz is getting 13 million that fight. You know what I'm saying? You only getting 1.5. You know what I'm saying? But, it's kind of funny when people say it shouldn't be all about the money, but shit, man, you got to get that business done right. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's what he negotiated, and he really wanted to fight, so that's what he going to definitely take, so he took it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was basically not so much about the money, it was about how Deontay Wilder made him look bad in that fight, because he didn't want to knock them out. So he definitely wanted the rematch, because he really thought that he had Wilder, but he think that it was more him losing the fight than Deontay Wilder beating him, which I can understand that, but a win is a win, you know what I'm saying? So that's all about strategy. You wore yourself out, you couldn't knock him out, and supposedly Deontay Wilder was sick, he had the flu, and you still couldn't get him down. He was underweight. So this, you know what I'm saying? So the money, that $120 million for the zone looking really good, like I said, man. And I would definitely say that this is going to be an interesting fight again, and there ain't no guarantee Deontay Wilder is going to beat Luis Ortiz. But I give Deontay Wilder the edge. If it goes 12, Luis Ortiz, and if it goes, if it's somebody getting knocked out, I think Luis is going to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? If it don't go 12, that means that Luis got knocked out. I don't think Luis is going to knock out Deontay Wilder, but it's a possibility he can do that too. So I shouldn't speak before I think. Because he did get him out to the first fight, but it's a psychological thing, because Deontay Wilder's going to come in a little bit more heavier. The heavier he is, the punch is going to be a little bit harder. He's going to punch harder. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna be sick. He gonna be fresh, man. Not sick at all. So, but this is not the video to be talking about. This is about the persons at the same time. So, I mean, what do y'all think about this, man? Do you think that $120 million deal for 4 fights? He could have, you know, one thing with that fight, for 4 fights, he could have fought 4 people. He could have fought two people, or he probably could have did 3 people in a year, and then fought one more person in 1 year and got that $120 million, and then fought on and got back on PBC, and then on top of that, see, one thing about the zone too. You can't forget, but that is guaranteed money. You can't knock that. Because if that was me, I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at those numbers. $3 million compared to $120 million guaranteed. Look at Canelo Alvarez. I can understand why he took that money. $35 million per fight, Canelo Alvarez. Shit, you know, hey man, shit, you know, take that money. I guess he wanted anti-Joshua bad, but at the same time, we don't know. I think it was because he didn't. John Skipper said something about he wish he could have did that a little bit different, but what would be the difference? You offered to do a $120 million deal. You know what I'm saying? So man, because I think if that number was $200 million, he still probably would not took that. That's 100. Well, maybe he probably would have. I don't know. It would have been. It would not have been for 4 fights. It would have been for like maybe 7 fights, probably 8 fights. Maybe even it might have been. It probably would have been for 10 fights, probably. $200 million for 10 fights. Guaranteed, that's a lot of money. See, I'm coming from a standpoint not having millions of dollars in my bank at all. So I'm a broke dude myself. So I mean, Deontay Wilder's not broke, but I mean, we'll see when it's all said and done how much he'll make in his career, because that $120 million deal, and then he probably brought a lot of Americans to the zone platform. It depends on what he's doing and who's getting the platform, getting the app because of Deontay Wilder. I don't know, man. We'll definitely see, man. But $3 million, that's really low. That's really low if you really think about it. $10 million, yes. Then the pay-per-view buy money. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the $20 million, $25 million, something like that. $3 million? I don't know. We gotta see, because I don't expect him to do no 500,000. He definitely ain't gonna do no 600, 500. I don't think either. 400. That's, like I said, a stretch. But we'll see. What y'all think now? Do you think he regretting not taking that $120 million deal, or do you think he's still? I mean, he'll make that, I think, eventually, but he might just make just that for just fighting Tyson Fury and this fight and a couple other fights. You see what I'm saying? But maybe I might be wrong, because they gave him $20 million for fighting this down in Brazil, and that was even on pay-per-view. But we'll definitely see, because maybe they must have told him something. Because ain't nobody going to just turn down $120 million for 4 fights. If they got something up their sleeve, or he knows something that we don't know. So, leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.